Place to Be Nation wrestling fans, roll up to the Place to Be Nation circus, because it is now time for the NWA When Our Shadows Fall live watch. I have not come alone. It was only fitting that I called on the services of two men whose knowledge of the NWA is and for always will be far superior than mine. We have got Dr. G and the Podfather Scott Criscolo with us tonight. So I was going to say that we should, hopefully you've all listened to the NWA Saturday Special preview, but for those who haven't, Scott, what have we got in store for everyone tonight?
Well, Calum, always good to be with you, Kettleman, and hello everyone. Welcome to the Twitch feed. We are in for a pretty damn good pay-per-view today. Well, today or tonight. For Calum, it's tonight. For the rest of us, it's today. The NWA with their second pay-per-view out of the gate in the I don't want to say reboot. I guess you could say it's a reboot since the COVID shut things down a year ago. We were here back in mid-March with Back for the Attack, and now here we are 11 minutes and 40 seconds away from When Our Shadows Fall. And Dr. G, you and I did a pretty extensive preview special for the Saturday special this week. The thing I'm actually looking most forward to is your reaction if there's any kind of a set. I'm looking forward to just seeing the GPB studios kind of bland and you going, Jesus, come on. We're some clowns and some trapeze artists or something, or, sword swallowers, bearded ladies,
Thanks for having me, Calum, on this. This is great. We love doing this, but I guess that's, I know sometimes we fight about WWE and all this stuff, and obviously I grew up a big WWE fan, but I guess we all have that in us a little bit where we want that glitz and glamour every so often. It's funny because the thing that I love about NWA is just the raw way of they going about it, like the old school way. But I don't know, for this, I just like to see something different because I think that's what people want if they're going to purchase a pay-per-view. And listen, they're not going to just purchase a pay-per-view because they want to see clowns and, a set. But it just adds to it, in my opinion. Obviously, the matches are the main thing. And like I said, I think I'd love to see them do something different with some of the matches and have maybe a hardcore match or a cage match or, falls count anywhere type of match every once in a while. Not all the time because that gets overdone sometimes, but just something so it's just not a straight wrestling match. Again, the storylines are fine. It's just sometimes you need a little something to kind of end a feud. Right. Like the old school days.
Yeah.
So.
Well, we've certainly watched going on Crock and Roll. For those who don't know, maybe new to the Place to Be Nation coming to us for the first time tonight. Myself and Dr. G, Dr. G as well as hosting the NWA Saturday Special with the Podfather. He's one of co-hosts along with myself and Sean Kidd, who can't be with us tonight, on NWA Crock and Roll, and where we look at 1985 Jim Crockett Promotions. And even back then, we've seen Starrcade and we've seen the Great American Bash, and they would always have one or two, be it a cage match or an I Quit match or I think we've seen Mexican death matches, just something with a wee bit added spice going back then. So it's not as if those are modern things that are retro looking outfit like the NWA wouldn't want to shy away from. So I'm totally on board with what you guys are saying.
Yeah, I was wondering how you would feel about that, Calum, because I know that that wrestling over in the UK is done a little differently than it is done here, and I was wondering if you thought that maybe I'm making too much of it, that to have I guess if you want to call, for lack of a better word, gimmick type match, because now that you're watching some of the 1985 stuff, you're seeing that there's sometimes to end a feud or to bring a feud to a head, they'll have a scaffold match or a cage match or a Texas death match or something. Somewhere some of those gimmick matches that we're all familiar with. I was just wondering what how you felt about it. Like, do you think that maybe that's just too overdone? Maybe I'm overthinking it.
No, I can certainly see it from both sides. Like Billy might want to shy away from it because that's what everyone else does, and NWA are wanting to carve out something different. Um,
Good point.
but I am also, I can see where you're coming from. That you've got Nick Aldis and Trevor Murdoch, which has been built up to be this quite personal rivalry between the two. Like Nick Aldis wants Trevor Murdoch. He's tried to make his life a misery um, recently, and they might not be able to get a cage in GPP studios, but certainly like a good old fashioned bull rope match or just something that adds a wee bit of spice to the match because it's been such a heated feud between the two. So I can definitely see it from both sides.
Yeah, I think for me, in terms of gimmick and in terms of gimmicks, uh, and I think I mentioned this I think a couple weeks ago on the show. I think that it's still very green for the technical side of it. I think, remember, as much as GPB is a cool place to watch wrestling, at least on television, I look forward to one day going there and watching either a pay-per-view or a power taping. Power. Uh, I think they're still trying to figure out how to, like, you know, shoot something with their cameras. We're not talking Jackie Crockett here. So a cage might be, maybe they're not quite ready to shoot a cage match. The one match I'm looking forward to tonight to kind of transition to the show, speaking of a gimmick, is I'm kind of looking forward to Tyrus and the Pope tonight, even though the World Television title is not on the line, because I think that match could easily become a brawl. And it's, it's been said already, there must be a winner. So I don't think we're going to see DQs or countouts. I think they're going to go all out. I predicted on the show on the preview that I think Tyrus wins tonight because, I think it continues the feud and it doesn't break Pope's lucky 7 streak, which is kind of the reason why I think they made it a non-title. I mean, they did a pretty good job of spinning it like this match needs to go longer than 6 minutes and 5 seconds, and that's fine. I think that's great. I think that's it's totally plausible and logical to do that. But I do think that Billy needs some kind of, and I think this is where, and I'm just going to say his name because fuck it. I think he misses Dave Lagana in many ways because he doesn't have that real backstage wrestling presence right now. Sure, he's got some people backstage. He's got Aldis and Aaron Stevens and that are doing some behind the scenes stuff. But I feel like Dave would tell him, listen, we need to roll our sleeves up and get in the dirt here. And now that, like tonight, our show, which is under 5 minutes from starting, Back for the Attack was just a good show with a series of matches to kind of get us back into the fold, back for the fold for the NWA. But after today, we really need to start rolling our sleeves up and start digging in the dirt and get nasty. I feel like Billy's afraid to do that. If you want to be true NWA, we got to go back and think the way Arn Anderson would think, the way Ole would think, the way and never mind, Calum. The way that the other to hell with that bloody bastard. Now to think the way old school NWA. We need beatdowns, right? Jay, we need strictly business to 4-on-1 some schlub and throw him into the
and they kind
interview
of
table and it's
Murdoch's life, miserable, which I liked. But again, if you're gonna have a match like this for the championship, and this again, I'm looking at it more from a different standpoint of like a marketing standpoint because I want to see this company stay around so people will buy these pay-per-views. You need something that the title match should sell itself, and I agree.
Mm-hmm.
But because of how personal it got with Murdoch and all this and Strictly Business, now Strictly Business, you're worried about them interfering into the match. Okay, so now maybe you have a cage match, or you have a, I don't know. I don't think they would ever do a barbed wire match or something like that.
No.
You should have something. You should have something that kind of brings this whole feud to a head. And we want to find a way to make sure that this feud either ends or somebody is the actual victor of the match, and you know me, and even though I love Strictly Business and I love Nick Aldis, I predicted him losing the title tonight.
Yeah, yeah. You predicted, as Nick Aldis eloquently called him, the sack of crap to win the World's Heavyweight Championship today. Sean Kidd said he's very disappointed in you.
Yeah,
Very
that is
disappointed.
I'm disappointing him a lot
certainly
lately,
was a
I guess.
prediction.
I
You
don't
are.
know what's going on.
James Grunberg's going to be on the next Crock and Roll, just to let you know.
Can we cut his mic off?
We're 2 minutes and 20 seconds away. Callum, I want to ask you,
Yes.
we talked about the matches. We talked about the matches, Dr. Gina. What match are you most looking forward to tonight?
What I'm actually really looking forward to is the tag title match. Actually,
Yeah, me too. Actually, yeah.
I think it could be. I think it could be a banner night for Strictly Business, but I would quite like to see. I would like to see the War Kings come out on top as well. So I don't think you necessarily want to, if you're going to start the kickstart the tag division. I don't think you necessarily put the belts on Strictly Business. I do think tonight as well the JR Kratos and Aaron Stevens thing all comes to a head. So I would like to see the War Kings come out on top of that. I was a bit sceptical when I saw in the last few weeks that they've one of their only teams that are already having dissension between the two, which I was a bit perplexing to me. But I hopefully this is going to be their night. But I'm looking forward to that one actually.
Let me ask you this, Dr.
Interesting point on that match, because we have a great storyline that's been really building up for a couple of months now with Kratos and Aaron Stevens.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm interested to see how they're going to play that out tonight.
It really needs to happen tonight, in my opinion. I think this is the stage to do it, regardless of whether either, like Calum said, regardless of whether either of the other two teams win, whether it is Latimer and Adonis or Crimson and Jax Dane. I think Kratos just needs to beat the shit out of him and do his thing. I don't think we can deal with this for another couple of weeks. I think it's time to get this thing done. So the other one I'm looking most forward to is the women's title match. Number one, because I want to see Serena Deeb finally lose so she can finally go to Dynamite without dragging other promotions' belts with her. But I want to see, something tells me, even regardless of what happens with that other tag match today, I have a feeling we're going to see Genocide slide in the ring and get in Camille's face right after the match. That's what I'm thinking. Got to see Genocide tonight. At least once. That's my take.
I could certainly see it happening, because that's just a way of kickstarting your feud to the next pay-per-view, whenever it may be.
Because I do think that we need to, I think both the tag division and look, I'm not disrespecting, and I even said this on the preview. I like Serena Deeb. I think she's a great wrestler. I think she's a good women's champion, but she's not an NWA employee. And I've said this, the whole thing, my whole opinion of companies working together and all that kind of stuff. I don't have a problem with that. But if you're going to have a champion, the champion needs to be in your house, not in somebody else's house. So at this point, I'm very happy with Serena Deeb losing tonight, going to NWA, and moving on. So here we go.
Here we go.
I've started here.
Here we go. Time for some wonky clowns. If you're one of those people that hates clowns, boy, you're gonna probably hate the show. be hiding under your bed if you see all these clowns. But I think they're about to play the hype video that I showed you guys earlier that they dropped on YouTube today. I got a feeling, Doctor. I love that. All of these caricatures of the workers. I like the fact that they're actually treating the women's title as the sub-main event. I feel like that's the other match that they're most really pumping up is Serena Deeb and Camille tonight. So
no doubt. Women's wrestling is popular today. Might as well jump on that bandwagon.
Yeah, well,
in
you got
regards to that.
WWE with an exceptional women's division. You have Impact with an exceptional women's division. You have AEW with a women's division, and you have the NWA, who has a growing women's division. And yeah, this is big. And again, another thing I'm going to like tonight. One of my favorite tag teams that we're going to see in the 4-way match is Marche Rocket and the man Slice Boogie. I have a feeling though, Doctor, he's not going to get pinned. So I don't know if they'll call it a loss, but I know I picked him on the preview, but I might be leaning towards Paro and Odinson the end to maybe steal that one because of the controversy with their number one contenders match. But I still like to see Slice Boogie and Marche Rocket win that 4-way. So this is the hype video. For those that didn't see it on YouTube, this was the video they dropped it, I don't know, a few hours ago. So, all right.
There you go. We're going to get our first look in here.
Here we go.
All right, here we go.
All right. Well,
not looking like there's anything.
I see different colors. I see Joe Galley with a clown tie. Wow, Velvet Sky actually looks very professional tonight. So, and guys, a crowd for the first time. We have crowds tonight. Finally, a crowd. We're going to have like legit in-building energy tonight.
I love it.
I am so excited just to see that.
There's the
that
tag
we've got.
team.
There's our Fatal 4-way. There's Slice Boogie. Rudo. That's your boy there, right? Calum, isn't that, what's his face? The other.
That's Corey Graves' brother.
Yeah.
There we go. I like this tag team match right here. Thunder Rosa and Melina.
Fearless and fantastic battle. Heel Kylie Ray. That's a little unnerving.
Yeah, I was going to say that's a strange one.
This is destiny. Money. Yeah. Money. Yeah. That's your team right there. Rest in peace, Shad Gaspard. And as we all know, I've always been a big Fred Rosser guy. Here's our match. 3-way for the tag. I do love the War Kings. I agree with you, Calum.
Oh, they're right up my alley. I just like, more than anything, you can't go wrong with just horses beating the shit out of each other.
I
War
agree.
Kings being the champions, right up my alley.
There we go. The NWA World.
That's the big one tonight. The National Treasure against, as Sean Kidd said, the sack of crap. No. Trevor Murdoch, who earned this spot, and boy, is he going through a lot. Let's see.
Okay, here we go.
Well, I see some different colored curtains. I feel like they're using different colors. Oh, they kind of switch things up. They're coming in on the other side. That's weird. Oh, well, you know what? Doctor? I will say this. It's not fancy pants, but they're back to the old, they're back to the crowd layout of the studio. So.
Yeah, but I mean,
yes, so they are, yeah.
No.
And we're getting some music tonight as well, so that's different than normal as well.
Yes, no, we do. We do usually get themes for the pay-per-view. I think for the pay-per-view they do. Wow, Odinson's jacked. He's crazy. Shit on a stick. Wow, he's nuts. So I wouldn't necessarily call this a number one contenders match, but you could kind of sort of think of it as, right, Calum?
It looks smaller than usual, the arena. Sorry, I'm still fixated on the arena here.
Didn't they fire Danny Deals? Good grief. He probably smells. Nice hair. Maybe they'll have, you think they'll do buy one, get one t-shirts today like they do for most NWA pay-per-views? Oh. Sal Renaro's got the McDonald's colors going on today, or the Hulk Hogan.
I was going to say he's got his macho macho
Yeah.
Yeah,
man
he's got
cosplay
his
when he
Mega
teams.
Powers outfit on.
He does.
He's got the Mega Powers outfit on today. So, yeah, this is going to be pretty good. I'm looking forward to this one. You got 4 pretty good teams. Again, I wouldn't say this is officially a number 1 contenders match, but it definitely goes a long way, like Jesse used to say, to go up the ladder. Yeah, championship committee. Look at these fucking guys. Holy shit.
Oh, bloody hell.
I love that. I love that mask. I love that wolf. That thing is awesome. That thing is awesome. That thing is crazy.
Wow.
That was Dr. G's Halloween costume last year.
Okay, these guys are my favourites now. Look at these guys.
Those guys are fucking insane. See, this is the kind of thing we need in the NWA. I think we need guys that are kind of scary looking. I really do. I agree with you, Calum. What do you think, G? Does the ring look small?
It does, but I think it's the same ring because I don't think he has like multiple. Yeah, everything seems it's funny now that you bring a crowd back into the studio. Everything seems smaller, right? I mean, it does feel a little smaller, but I think they're trying to get a tighter shot for pay-per-view. Because look, you can see the flags even better than you normally do. The
yes, I agree with
flag is there.
Of course, yes. Rest in peace, Josephus. It's definitely the same side because that's the side of the flags, but they definitely use the curtains to kind of tighten up the camera shot. I will that there's no doubt, and the fans are probably behind the cameras. You said episodic television, Doctor, and it's almost like Billy kind of shot this like a TV show with the crowd behind the camera instead of visible. You know, That's interesting.
I like that. They put the NWA turnbuckle.
That's right, they do.
They did
For
it
pay-per-view, they do the one NWA. Usually, they do all of them. They'll probably sign one and put it on the site.
And are we going to have a whip round so we can get it in PTB headquarters?
Yes, I think we should. I think we should have an NWA. I think Dr. G should sign an NWA turnbuckle pad. I think he should. The real doctor, not that other guy. And then it is. Look at his. Look,
it's the Mega Powers.
Mega Pal. The Mega Pal. That's fantastic. For the next 10 minutes, Sal Renaro's my favorite wrestler in NWA right now. Just because he has Mega Pal and his little scrawny jobber butt.
The guy probably spent all the money he's making on this match just on his outfit.
Yeah, really. Yeah. He bought those tights, and now he's going to get like $6 after this match.
Well, unless he has 10-year-old daughter or something making them, but
yeah, well, if she does, she's pretty talented because it doesn't look too bad. Slice Boogie and
nice.
Marche look very nice move there, double knees.
Oh wow!
Ooh, nice missile drop kick there. Is this an elimination? I don't think it is. No, it's not. Slice Boogie and Marche, they're not impressed by all this nonsense. They're really not. I got to say, Doctor, Slice Boogie, every week impresses. Every week.
Yeah, he's a bigger guy than than I originally thought. Now when you see him in there with all these guys.
Oof, nice
fast-paced match here for having 4 tag teams.
I agree. Marche with a drop kick. Yeah. No doubt these first few minutes, everybody brought their boots today. Ooh, draped over the...
Marche and Slice, they're bigger guys, but they certainly can move.
Yeah,
They're
they can.
very very agile for their size because they're not small guys.
Nice.
No, Marche's probably. I mean, he was an impact guy.
Oh wow.
Marche's probably about 270, and Slice is probably 260. I mean, not as big as these dudes. Paro's got to be close to 300. Oh, this should be fun. Look at Slice getting all daring.
Oh.
Oh, that was ugly. Not a bad ugly, like a setup ugly. Missed that flip. Ooh, what is this?
Well,
Oh, this should be fun. We talking to? Are they?
Oh,
They're
wow.
not going to do what I think they're going to do. Are
Little
they going
Road
to pay tribute
Warriors.
to Dr. G
Oh.
to the greatest tag team? Oh, no, it was almost
Wow.
like a reverse neck breaker.
Oh
They should
wow.
win this match.
Nice.
No,
I'm impressed.
wow,
Here.
that was a great move. It looked like it was about to be a doomsday device, and it turned into a reverse neck breaker device.
Nice, fast paced here.
Yeah. Oof. Look at Odinson. He's like, suck it, Cyclope.
Oh,
Or-
man. Backbreaker.
Oh, look at
going
this.
On here. Look. Double backbreaker.
Double back. Are they calling it? Oh, are they even the legal guys?
I don't think
This
they
is
are. I think
crazy.
he's.
Oh, what
This
are they
is
doing here?
crazy.
Oh, drop him right on the turnbuckle.
Oh, oh well. The other one missed.
Missed. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, he
Oh.
missed. That's okay. Oof.
What's a sore one?
Is Kyle Davis dressed like P.T. Barnum? Is that him over there, Kyle Davis?
I
What, he
think
looks like he's
so.
dressed like he's ready for dressage or something.
It is because what was it they said he was the
Ringmaster?
ringmaster.
Not
Thank
that
you, Steve Austin.
Dr. G's
Oh.
favorite. Yeah, Dr. G's favorite wrestler is
I
the
got all
Ringmaster. I like Rudo's tights.
There he, oh, look. Oh, he's doing the handshake.
Wait. Come on. Come on. Do the place to be podcast handshake.
A little old school.
A
What's
little old
happening
school.
here?
Stealing
Oh,
from his headband.
whoa. Nice.
Oh.
Oh wow.
Yeah, this is a good chance because it's been so long for these guys to really get the crowd
Rocket
involved.
just
Ooh! They really got to get the crowd involved. Get the crowd
Oh.
involved immediately.
I think this was
first match just set the tone.
this was this was the perfect match to get them all going. I think.
Whoa,
This has been
man, a lot of
non-stop.
flying.
Wow!
Uh,
Look at Marche with a tope something, one of those moves. One of those moves that they did in WCW that I always forget the name of. I think it was just a suicide dive.
Oh,
I'm
here
coming up
comes
with different
Sal.
words.
The Mega
What
Pal.
are you gonna do? Sal the
Here
pal.
he comes.
Oh jeez, Paro's gonna fold him up. Like,
Oh,
that's
he's
it.
going to absolutely kill him here.
Yeah, he's gonna get folded up like a fucking lawn chair. he's kind of doing the hurricane gimmick. Matt Rotella's favorite wrestler. This looks like Matt. Sal looks like Matt Rotella if he had hair, but anyway.
Oh,
no! Oh! This is crazy. Oh, uh-oh. Slice is holding his knee. That's not good. Hopefully it's that Hulk Hogan WrestleMania 6 knee. Snap it back. Oh, no way.
Oh, he's not going to do it. Is he?
Marche. Oh, here we go. Couple of Haas's right here. Marche and Paro.
Oh.
We need a chop fight here. Forget the forearms. We need some chops. Dr. G
Yeah.
wants the walls to reverberate.
Oh. Oh, nope.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh, kind of a half diamond cutter there.
Hey,
Ooh. What a first match. Wow, what a first match. Guys, everybody bringing the goods in this opener.
Yeah. This has been non-stop.
It really has. We haven't had a dead spot yet.
No.
What is this?
Muscle Buster? Oh no.
Oof.
Oh.
Total Rebellion is the name of that finisher.
That is. Oh, that is a great
Wow.
That's a great camera angle for all the guys going over the rope as well.
Yes.
Oh, there we go.
Wow. So the guys from AAA, Los Rebellion, gets the upset. I have to say this is a mild upset, guys.
Wow. Yeah, I was not expecting that. Nice paced match here.
Here come
I'm
the
not
boys.
big on having like a fatal 4-way, for tag teams, but this wasn't bad.
Uh-oh. The End is not thrilled with this match ending. Los Rebellion gets the victory.
That was
What a win.
I loved that. That was excellent.
Wow. What an opener. Oof. There was no dead space there at all. All four teams just went all out. You could tell that a crowd is jazzing these guys up. No doubt about it. My God, that hat is giant on Kyle Davis's head.
Wow.
Does he have the gobbledygooker egg under that? My God. So congrats to Mecha Wolf and Bestia 666 for that for winning that opener.
So Scott, I know you're a belt junkie. What do you make of the TV title with a white strap?
I got to be honest, I like it. I love it. I think it's a good contrast because Pope usually wears dark colors, so I think it's a great contrast with the white leather. I'm not sure what our other belt junkie Sean thinks. What do you think, G? You like it too?
I like it. Obviously, I love the red, but I think for Pope, because like you said, he has a lot of dark colored clothes, that it looks good. What do you think, Calum? You like it?
I think it's different. Yeah, I think it's a nice contrast to the Pope's gear, as you say. I will always be a fan of the good old Arn Anderson red.
Yes, I agree.
All right, so there we go. We maybe didn't get the set, but we got the the gimmick, the announcer playing the gimmick here. The
yes,
ring
I do like
master.
all the curtains though. I do like that they have all these curtains.
Yeah,
they're kind of tightening the set, so they did make it look a little different, Doctor.
Tyrus.
He's wearing Carolina blue. Ooh, what's that shirt say?
They always love abusing.
Yeah. He's the
His
coach
hand
of.
is bigger than his head. Look at him. Oh, Podfather, I think Austin Idol's outfit would really look good on you.
I agree. Including his fake hair. Although we haven't decided whether it's fake or not. So got a nice promo here. Trying to see what's on Tyrus's shirt. Trying to see what. Oh, the love. Oh, it's a charity. Okay.
What is it? Austin Idol's awesome. Look at his hand on top of Kyle's head.
No, I guess it's a charity that Pope does, and Tyrus kind of said that it was like illegitimate. That's strange. Any event. So our second match not for the world television title, but it will be Tyrus and the Pope. There must be a winner. What do you think, Calum? Who do you like here?
Eh, yeah, I think it'll be. I think it'll be Tyrus here because there's a reason why. Maybe it's just if it's a grudge match and it's non-title, then they're not restricted to 6 minutes and 5 seconds. But since it's non-title, I think they'll give Tyrus the win here.
Yeah, I'm feeling it too. Dr. G and I were saying it as well, that I think they're protecting the Lucky Seven. Because I do think down the line we are due for a Pope Nick Aldis match. So oh, that was a cute little velvet skyline. He's not the CEO. He's the CEO. I have to give you credit for that one, Velvet. That was a good one. Oh, here we go.
Scott, do you have the volume up on? How are you listening to it, or do you have the caption?
I have it up. I have it up slightly, just enough to hear a little something. I don't have it down all the way. I have it up a little bit.
We've just had a new follower come through on Twitch. Ed Fries 2002, welcome aboard. Thank you very much for the follow on Twitter. Hope you're enjoying the show and our alternative commentary and insight for tonight. It's
yes, welcome.
If you're chat enabled, which I think everyone is on Twitch, let us know what did you think of the last match, and what did you think of the prediction for this one?
Well, Tyrus is every time I think he's looking better, doesn't look so great here right now. And he could move for a big.
It could. He was another one that was he's far too. He was far more agile than his size would let you believe when he was in the WWE. I didn't see much of him when he was in Impact.
But I definitely think this match has to have, if there must be a winner, we definitely need this definitely needs to start getting around the building.
Let's see. Oh.
He does move very slow. Like sometimes I feel like it's deliberate, and then other times methodical, and other times like it's just because he's slow. I'm glad Tim Storm's back on commentary.
Yeah, I think Tim Storm and Galley do pretty good. Even though Tim Storm's a baby face, usually we, like you said, we like that heel announcer, but he does a pretty good job.
Just letting Ed Fries 2002 on the Twitch and anybody else out there listening. I believe you can buy the replay. If you're just listening casually to us, cool, welcome. And if you haven't bought the show, I think you could buy it still after for replays. Just $19.95. It's not bad. And then it's $5 a month for Power. Just do it. Really, just do it. You know.
Oh.
Obviously, if anyone out there is listening, they are new to Place to Be Nation, or Place to Be Nation wrestling feed in particular. Scott and Dr. G, every week, every Saturday morning, do the NWA Saturday special, and they'll be doing an NWA Sunday special after the show tonight as well. So if you want to keep up with all the latest NWA things, every Saturday morning, 9 a.m. your time, guys, is it drops, is it not?
Correct. 9 a.m. Eastern time every Saturday morning on the PTB Wrestling Network is the Saturday special. And we have lots of fun, Doctor, you and I. Usually it's late.
We do.
Most of the time we're sober. Sometimes we're not. But
It winds up being the afternoon special for Calum by the time.
Yeah, I know.
for
Yeah.
him, but-
Yes, it's always good to, because what I'll normally do is catch up on whatever the Friday pod was in the morning, and then um, by the time the NWA by the time that's finished, the Saturday special normally drop around 2 p.m. my time. So nice lunchtime listening.
Awesome. Welcome NGYJHF. They just asked, when is Mickey James' 90-day compete clause up? She was in that group with Samoa Joe and that crew back in, what was it, April? So I think mid-July.
It was after WrestleMania, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was after WrestleMania. So
Yeah.
probably mid-July.
Oh, yeah.
Tyrus
yeah,
is
I
taking
think she
control
will.
of
I
this
think
match.
she's gonna come here. I'd be surprised if she didn't. But the thing is
Ooh.
that do Nick Aldis and Mickey want to have the same schedule? Because with their kid, I know they kind of they tag team it to make sure that he's well taken care of because of their touring schedule. So be interesting to see.
Yes, that's a good point. I could see maybe if that's the case, Mickey ends up, because I know that obviously AEW are going back on the road very, very soon, so maybe Mickey ends up somewhere like the like Impact, so they might be on different touring schedules, or maybe she does end up if it's only going to be a couple of days a month. I'm not sure, but Mickey's still got she's got a good couple of years left in the tank, so wherever.
They do a lot of these tapings. Obviously, NWA is going to grow, but they do a lot of these tapings on the weekend, so they can have him with them.
Wherever Mickey goes, she's going to be an asset to any company that she's with.
We got our first shot of the crowd at this camera angle. Doesn't look like a huge crowd. I would say probably a couple hundred, maybe, probably less.
Even you think even that much? I know that they.
Yeah.
I don't think they were at full capacity of the place.
No, I think Georgia still is.
I'm not positive.
It didn't look like there was a lot of social distancing, so I don't know if they were strict on who was getting in at any of these.
Are you guys opened up there in the UK like we are?
It's all very hit and miss. I know it was Glasgow only came out of their lockdown on Saturday. That was the first time it would be the first time since last October you could go and visit somebody. Where I am, it goes by council area, so the council that I'm in, we're a couple of steps ahead, so we're quite close to being out. But I know for things, if you want something at full capacity, you've either got to be fully vaccinated or have a test within 40 hours of going. Everything's still so fairly socially distant, but I think we're getting close. For any soccer fans, the European Championship starts on Friday, and Glasgow's one of the host cities for that, so we're getting 12,000 people for a lot of the games. So that's something to look forward to.
Absolutely.
That's great.
Pope kind of regained the advantage here.
Yeah.
This has been a lot better than I thought it was going to be. I'll give them credit for that.
It's definitely been a lot more methodical. I would like to see them kind of get around the ring and get a little dirty.
Whoa, what was Pope doing there? It looked like
Oh.
Wow.
Come on, somebody tighten those pads. Jesus. Probably Sal Renaro. He's probably going to work part-time, so.
But that's
he's got to pay off those the tights lady. So
that's the sort of benefit of having two wrestlers on commentary as well, because to our credit, Velvet and Tim Storm were both right on there
that was not great.
Both of them were right on there to cover for him, saying it was his ribs, so they were really on the ball with that one.
What was that? That was horrible.
Oh,
Was that supposed to be like a
It looked-
choke slam? What was that?
It's like a choke slam for little people. I don't know.
Ugh. I don't know. I'm not really that impressed with Tyrus. He needs a little more work, I think.
Uh,
Oh,
uh,
let's.
eh,
Kicked
oh
him
dear.
right in
right in
the
the
throat.
chest. Yeah, Tyrus. I get the big man thing, but I don't know. Sometimes he there's got to be a
Oh,
wrestling
what
term
was
for like
that?
a guy who.
That was
Ooh.
horrible.
Oh,
I kind of feel for the Pope here because I
he's
feel like
doing.
Tyrus is just slow and lazy.
The Pope's doing his best
Ooh.
here.
Well, I don't ever want to call anybody lazy. I just think he has a lot of ring rust.
Yeah, and
I don't remember him being this big though. Like even in WWE
He's bigger
or
than
even
he was. Yeah.
yeah.
Oh well.
Uh-oh.
oh,
Oh,
Oh, this is old school. This is old
yeah.
school.
Roll of dimes, a little
I
roll
think
of
so.
quarters. Come on. Come on. I want to see. Oh man, I was hoping to see a bunch of quarters hit the ground like Stargate '84.
One,
Is this it?
two.
One,
Yeah.
2,
That
3.
prediction was
So,
right.
so
oh, there we go.
up. Use the other hand. That was good. Good heel work
That was
there.
brilliant. Yeah.
That was brilliant.
That's
I want to
so
see what it
old
is.
school NWA.
I want to see him drop a roll of quarters. What is it? What is it? Come on, show us. What is it?
It was just
Oh.
his hand by the looks of things, because he's just got wink, wink.
Like, I don't. Yeah. It was just a great right hand.
Yeah,
Probably,
caught him in the chin.
probably a chain. It might be his chain, maybe. I don't know. I'll have to. He's not really opening the hand, so who knows?
Was there not a was there not a Jim Cornette story that he did it? I don't know if it was in the NWA or when it was in Smoky Mountain, but the roll wasn't closed or wasn't tightly wrapped enough. So when he hit them, they just scattered everywhere.
Yeah. It was when it was pretty sure when it was Steamboat and oh, Tyrus just took Kyle Davis's gobbledygooker hat away. Oh well. Oh well. I'm hoping after this show we get some stuff on the I'm actually opening up the while they're looking at the Pope, continue to talk about some of the great shows we have on the PTB Wrestling Network, and that includes NWA Crock and Roll. Pandemic? Nah. The network going to Peacock? Nah. These guys keep working. You gentlemen, along with Sean Kidd and your various guests, continue to put on great content. This past week, part 3 of your series on Before They Were Crockett. Excellent series, guys, and you guys will keep it up throughout the summer. I'm looking forward to more of it. Good stuff. So check it out every other Friday on the PTB Wrestling Network. Drops at noon. NWA Crock and Roll. I do like Joe Galli's tie. I feel like Tim Storm should be dressed like a trapeze artist, but he's not.
Thunder. Rosa.
What the fuck is Melina wearing? What is Melina wearing?
Thunder. Rosa.
It looks like some kind of weird yoga onesie.
Yeah.
I guess they're kind of matching at least the color.
So I don't really know what to make of the next team.
I still can't figure it out.
Kylie Ray, I can't see Kylie Ray being a heel unless she comes out and the smiley face that's on her top is like a sad face or an angry emoji. That's how you know she'll be a heel.
I agree. Taryn Terrell, of course, wrestled for both WWE and Impact. She's wearing wing things
Yes.
and a giant ballet
Wing
or something, whatever it is. Oh yeah, Kylie Rae's definitely like heel to giddy kind of thing. All right, that works. I want to see Thunder Rosa give the finger again. That's what I want to see. I want Thunder Rosa to give somebody the finger.
What was that, My Little Mermaid or whatever that was?
I don't know. My Little Mermaid?
Is
Is that like My Little Pony
nonsense?
and The Little Mermaid?
I don't know what the
Everyone
heck.
wants a Little Mermaid.
I don't know all these.
Everybody wants a Little Mermaid. That was tremendous.
Oh man.
Taryn Terrell is also the ex-wife of the greatest WWE champion since Bruno Sammartino, Drew McIntyre.
Oh, yeah.
So even on an
That's right.
NWA show, I can still get my one mention of Drew McIntyre in.
Hey, it's nice to be proud of somebody from where you come from, right?
As we don't have much success in the sport field.
Well, guys, it
You
looks
should
like
be
a lot
proud.
of the stuff got sold because I'm on the NWA store right now, and there's a ton of different stuff. There's Where Our Shadows Fall T-shirts.
Oh, they added some stuff. I should take a look myself.
Yeah. NWA flip-flops.
And whilst we're talking about shops, in
NWA.
the top
Football.
right-hand corner of the screen just now, you can see just a smattering of the things you can get in the PTB Wrestling Shop. tpublic.com. Search PTBW there, and you'll get all sorts of things. Pillows is a favourite of Dr. G's. Anything that's got the special relations or crock and roll on it. You can get anything on there. Baby onesies, masks.
Baseball
Hopefully, we don't
tees.
need those masks much longer.
Yeah, thank God.
I know.
We'll keep them on this store for as long as we have to. And go to the site intermittently because I am talking with our art group, and we're going to come up with some cool alternate stuff, sayings and funny things, from all of our shows. Any of the stuff that over on the Special Relations podcast that you gentlemen talk about, of course. We'll talk more about your show later. Maybe something that says "Chow," something that says "Junkies and Flunkies." Something
I was going to say, can we get a Junkies and Flunkies t-shirt?
Oh, I definitely want to do a Junkies and Flunkies. I also want to do a t-shirt that says, according to Dr. G, Calum, we need a t-shirt that says "Abomination."
Yeah,
So,
yes. We
sure,
can have. I can make it like a abomination on the front and just like a picture of Wahoo McDaniel or Jimmy Valley.
Yeah!
Jim,
that's exactly
Oh boy!
it's
Now so you're gonna be kicked off Crock and Roll with me then. You're gonna find somebody else.
Croc and Susan Roll.
or
Melina
after the Sean one, after them hearing my score of Wahoo Flair, I broke Sean Kidd's soul.
I broke Sean Kidd. It's awesome. So Kylie Rae and Thunder Rosa in the ring right now. I mean, this is a good match for Thunder Rosa to stay fresh while she continues. I do wish that some of her talent from Mission Pro Wrestling were here. I do. Yes, I know. I'm talking about my beloved Genocide, but I think Genocide's going to come out later. Still think so.
Was it? Am I right in saying that one of the first episodes of Power after Back for the Attack was? Oh, what was her name again? It was Alex Gracia.
Yeah, Alex
Was one of
Gracia. She's from Mission Pro.
She's
Yeah,
turned
she's
up.
from Mission
She's
Pro.
been on AEW the last few weeks, I think. She's migrated down to Jacksonville now, I believe.
Yeah. Yeah, no, there's one thing about Thunder Rosa. She's a shrewd businesswoman too, because she's got her Mission Pro Wrestling promotion in Texas, and she has the women in that promotion, including Alex Gracia and Sky Blue and Genocide, both here in the NWA and she missed the kick there. That wasn't pretty. and Genocide, both here and in AEW. So smart move there. Ooh, nice kick. I just love watching Thunder Rosa wrestle. I really do.
Oh,
I would love to see her and Charlotte Flair in a match.
Yeah, I would too. I'd like to see her and Sasha Banks. I'd like to see her, and I'd love to see my dream match, because they both wear face paint. Maybe Thunder Rosa could spit something, but Thunder Rosa and Asuka would be amazing. They could spit stuff at each other. That'd be pretty awesome. And they're great wrestlers, of course. As everyone knows on the network, I am a huge Asuka fan. Always has been. Terrence Rowe's not wrestling much. Kylie Rae's doing most of the yeoman's work here, or yeoman's work. Yeoman's work here. I will say this. I know I was being. I don't want to say I was criticizing the camera guys on our pre-show here, saying that maybe they couldn't handle. I got to tell you, camera guys have been on today so far. They've been in the right place at the right time.
No, I think they got a professional crew here. Again, you're working in a small studio. For them to do like a cage match or something like that, they're gonna have to be in a bigger arena. There's no doubt.
I'd like to think that they'll try again for that place.
Nice move.
Yeah, I agree.
Gonna break Melina's arm.
Oof. I'd like to think that they're gonna if wherever the next pay-per-view is. I mean, I know we'd like to think that maybe the next pay-per-view will be the Crockett Cup. That they try that same place in Georgia that they were going to do last June, or last April, I should say. April of 2020, before, the shit melted.
I think, I think maybe going forward they'll have, they'll do the Power at GBP, and then go out for their one show a month or one show every 3 months. For the pay-per-views will be at a big arena, just to give them that flexibility to do cage matches and stuff like that if they wanted to. I could see that maybe happening.
Yes, I agree. Doctor and I have been pining for NWA to maybe get on the road and do some shows near us.
Yeah, and I think it will happen, and I think it's in their plan. But obviously, COVID affected them immensely. But you gotta understand, like, we think about it, Philly has a small company here right now. When you go out on the road, you have to have people. I mean, you could hire some freelance people, but you have to have people to, handle everything at the arena.
I agree.
The day of.
I think if the NWA go touring, I don't think they'll go everywhere. I think they might do because AEW were quite clever in what they did. Was they would go to places where they've got like hot wrestling towns, so they would go to the northeast, they'd go to Chicago. They wouldn't stick themselves in the middle of Iowa like the WWE could probably do.
Right.
Just because. So I think you might find that they'll stay the east coast. So they'll come up to you guys and then they'll go back down and then they'll go back up. So it'll be interesting to see if they do make it out and about.
Yeah, it would be definitely interesting.
Well, when we had Dave Lagana on last year or 2 years ago, I guess it is now, he said that their plan was to go on the road, and they were going to do a tour of the Northeast. They were going to do shows in Long Island, shows in Philly. So maybe they just got to kind of get the momentum back, and I think they could do it. Boy, would I love to see them in Philly, Dr. J. That would be pretty awesome. Dude,
that would be. It would be nice to
honestly,
on a weekend, have a quick trip out of it.
Do it at the whatever it's called now, but why not do it at the old ECW arena,
2300 arena or whatever it's called,
Viking Hall. That's what it used to be called.
What is happening here?
What the heck?
Right.
Behind the curtain.
Okay, so Thunder Rosa just took Taryn Terrell and walked her out of the arena. This isn't like the Ultimate Warrior at SummerSlam '91, and I'm never going to see Thunder Rosa again.
Interesting.
That's interesting. Yeah, that is interesting.
A little upset here. A little upset.
Does that mean that
Kind of
maybe
an odd
Kylie's going to stay?
ending. Maybe. She's one
Where,
I'd like
where
to
did
see.
Tara
I'd like
Terrell
to keep her around.
Where did Terrell and Thunder Rosa go?
I don't know. I hope that's not like SummerSlam 91 with the Ultimate Warrior and we're never going to see her again.
What would be really
But she
funny
did grab
is
the
if
tights, though.
it would be very funny if on Wednesday night on Dynamite you just see Thunder Rosa just run about backstage carrying Taryn Terrell. She's run all the way to Jacksonville.
Fred Rosser. Always been a big Fred fan. I like the fact that he's sticking around because, you know, a lot of these guys like him and Kratos, they're also wrestling in the LA New Japan Dojo, the Strong Style or whatever the promotion's called. Money, money. Yeah, yeah. Yep. And he just did his moment to Shad. You saw that. You knew that was happening. Pointing to the sky for his boy Shad. I don't know if you know this or not, Calum, but Crime Time is one of Dr. G's like top 3 favorite teams of all time.
I have heard that through the grapevine. Yes.
Yeah. One of his favorites. Love Crime Time.
I thought Crime Time were really good.
I thought so too.
They were. I think they were the perfect mix of size and speed, but they were. Yeah, I think they complemented each other perfectly as a tag team. They were excellent.
I agree.
They're shaking hands beforehand.
Oh.
Is it me or
See
JTG get big?
I was going to say that he's a big bit of a
His
guy now.
arms are gigantic. Wow, he's huge.
Yeah, he definitely got big. He's almost Shad's size. Well, maybe he's not Shad's height. But JTG was the small high flyer of Crime Time, and Shad Gaspard, of course, was the big power guy. It's a fun little kind of exhibition style match that we've come to get used to from the NWA, bringing in fresh guys. This promotion slowly building the roster. It's good to see like some different faces, you know.
Well, that's what they have to do, you know.
Yeah.
As well as creating their own talent, but they have to bring in some guys that have been in other places before and add some experience.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
You know, the one thing I in some of the Billy interviews that I've been listening to, nobody asked him about Dave Marquez.
Would you want to ask him?
I'm just interested in what happened there. You know, listen, there's 2 sides to every story, so I like to, you know. I'm surprised it hasn't come out yet.
Well, did you guys not say on a recent Saturday special that he's starting Championship Wrestling from Atlanta or something like that?
Yeah, we haven't heard much about that otherwise.
That's...
Obviously, something happened money-wise. Something happened during that UWN deal, because it was obvious by like episode 5 that we weren't seeing NWA guys. It was, I think Dave kind of snowed him. I just feel like, because what did other than limited exposure, really Billy didn't gain much out of that deal, except for that first episode where we had that chopped up Nick Aldis Mike Bennett match, which got destroyed by crappy, you know, connections and Wi-Fi and network connectivity stuff. But and every time Marquez did an interview, he did not mention the NWA. He would always say Impact, New Japan, AEW, never mention NWA. So obviously something happened. And honestly, the only guys that we saw in the UWN that are now in NWA is Slice Boogie. I mean, Fred Rosser, but Fred Rosser, for the most part, works in New Japan. So it's not like Billy stole guys or anything. So I don't know what the deal is there.
I wonder if the whole thing is coming across like Dave Marquez was a bit of a carny, and he's come across Billy Corgan, who's a businessman, and
Yeah.
Billy was to keep the NWA name out there with this UWN Primetime Live. Thought he was going. I wonder if he thought he was going into it as a partner of some description, and Marquez is basically used the NWA name to sell pay-per-views. Because I not to put words in your mouth, but I don't think you guys would have bought UWN Primetime Live had it not been for the NWA affiliation there.
No
And I
doubt.
think he's just
I agree
definitely
100%.
So I think
want
he's
my
just
$75 back.
completely. I think he's bait. It was like a total bait and switch with them, and I think I think he might have just pissed Billy off with that whole thing. He's trying to
Marquez has been
profit
doing
off of
this for a
Billy's
long
trademark.
time. Yeah, I mean, I think Marquez has been doing this for a long time, and he's been pretty successful. And he worked with another incarnation of NWA before Billy, but obviously there's some kind of difference of opinion with how this was going to be done, or maybe Billy wanted more of his guys on, and Marquez didn't. Who knows? It's an interesting story, and it's surprised that it hasn't really come out. More stuff hasn't come out about it, but
Right.
this is actually a pretty good match, guys.
It is. We're
a
our
lot of back and
conversation is
forth.
not taking away from it, but yes, you're right.
I did like Joe Galley called it earlier on, Crime Time versus Prime Time, which I thought was brilliant.
Oh, yes, of course. We keep forgetting Fred when he was Darren Young with Titus and Primetime Players. They did win the tag team titles at one point. I don't think Crime Time ever did win the tag titles. They had that one big shot. I'm trying to think what year was it? Was it SummerSlam? Was it 09 or 10? They wrestled Jericho and it was either Jericho or Show Miz. One of those two. One of those big show teams.
Mm-hmm.
And lost.
Yes, I remember.
But I'm not sure if it's. Yeah, I'm trying to remember. I'll have to look. I'm going to look now because now it's going to annoy me. So.
I think Crime Time were maybe just were victims of their own. They were victims of their own success, and they were also an extremely popular tag team in a time where they didn't really value tag team wrestling, and they always saw the money in Crime Time being the challengers because people would always cheer for Crime Time, and they'd always be invested in it.
Right, I
It
agree
was
with
just
you on that.
I think they were just wrong place, wrong time at the same time.
It was 2000. It was SummerSlam 2009, and Crime Time lost to. Yep, it was Jericho for the unified tag team titles. So it was 2009.
Yeah, I mean, I think if they had come around maybe like 3-4 years later, when New Day and they came around, I think you could have seen them have a better run at it.
Yeah, I agree.
In the post brand split era, like the second one they did it in 2016. If you'd brought them back then, and they're working with the Usos, and they're working with American Alpha, and they're working with the New Day, yeah, I think they would have done. They would have had amazing matches.
I agree. They would. I think they would have had, and I think they would have gotten a tag title run. So Fred Rosser is just a good worker. I've always been a fan of his work since we've seen him And nice move by JTG to not eat the suplex.
Oh.
Oof. This has been a
Wow.
great back and forth.
This has been excellent.
JTG definitely has gotten bigger because he's wrestling like more of a power guy than he is his old high flyer ways. So he definitely has adjusted his style as he's gotten older. Oof, big clothesline. Dr. G, what do you think of the sound of the ring? I know you're big on those little kind of things. It's got a good sound when like the canvas hits. It doesn't.
Yeah, I mean, it's got that studio wrestling feel to it.
Yep. They don't use ring ropes like WWE does. They use the cables like WCW did for ropes.
Hey, I've just had a look at JTG's Wikipedia page. Do either of you or anyone in the chat care to hazard a guess at what age JTG is?
I bet you he was killer young.
I want to say he's like 35.
Yeah, I'm going to say he's about 35 as well. I feel like
close.
He's
36 just now.
Yeah, he's pretty young.
Wow.
Yeah, so
Because they were definitely. I mean, him and Shad were definitely in their 20s when they were. Oh
wow!
Trying to do a crucifix there. Up, back.
So if he's only 36 just now, and he's signed with the NWA, you could get loads of time out of him. You could get the best years of his life just now.
Yeah.
In ring. Oh.
Wow.
Oh yes.
That came out of nowhere. JTG gets the win. Boy, that came out of nowhere. Small package. That was a fun match. That was a real fun match.
Oh, that was brilliant. Yeah, that was excellent.
Back and forth. I hope he sticks around.
So do I. Yeah, it's well, that's two debuts I've got the pin in the last two matches.
Yeah.
Fred Rosser's not too happy right now.
Yeah.
No, he's not. They get up and they have nice, a nice handshake thing. Good sportsmanship. Somebody had to lose that match, and it was Fred. JTG gets the victory in a good back and forth. Coming up next, we have our first title match of
here we go.
the afternoon.
Nice.
Aaron Stevens and Kratos defending the World Tag Team Championships in a triple threat against Strictly Business and the War Kings. I love these guys. Jax Dane is just a hoss. And I've said it to the doctor every week on the Saturday special. I love Jax Dane. He's just such a hoss, you know.
He just looks like he could give you like a look, and you would just crap yourself.
Yeah, pretty much. And Crimson, I think, is just a good worker. Oh, Chris Adonis, not part of Strictly Business because he doesn't get the track jacket. He's got to wear one of his old. Is that one of his old WWE tank tops from 2006? When this pay-per-view is over, I demand the track jackets be on the NWA store. Demand, damn it. Gold letters that say Podfather and Dr. and the Kettle King and the PTB treasure. And there's our champions. What is wrong with Aaron Stevens' hair? It's very strange looking.
It's very he's obviously given a good blow dry before it's come out.
Yeah, it's what is it? Low flow shower. That's what it is. Low flow shower. It looks like Doctor that. Yeah. Well, what'd you catch? No. What'd you catch?
No, I was just going to say, you said earlier on, just a minor thing, that you were talking about how the pay-per-view is on this afternoon for you guys, and just wanting to gather your thoughts, and anyone in the chat, what you're making of afternoon bell times for the pay-per-views.
I like them. I like them a lot, actually. I miss like when the Royal Rumble was during the day. I miss when WrestleMania was during the day. What do you think, Doctor?
We may have lost the doctor.
He took a nap. That's why. He likes pay-per-views. He likes pay-per-views during the day because he gets to take a nap now. I don't know where he went. Is he there? Well, we think he's there. We'll look for the. Oh, wait a minute. Let's see.
I'm here.
Oh, there you are. Hey, there you are. We were asking what your thoughts are on. Yeah, we were asking. Are you selling official NWA popcorn? That'd be cool.
Oh yeah, baby.
We were asking what your thoughts were on afternoon pay-per-views.
I like it. I do. Because now maybe in the summertime it's a little tough because people may be out and about at the beach or wherever doing their own thing. But wintertime, I think it's great because especially on a Sunday, you don't want the pay-per-view starts 7:00 and then you're finishing at 11:00 and then you're all jacked up because you just watched a great pay-per-view and it's hard to get to sleep.
Yeah. Well, the other problem is, I love it. The problem, I think, and I was talking about this with Mr. One of our good friends here in PTB, the great Mr. D'Amato. If the next NWA pay-per-view is on a Sunday, that's going to be right in the middle of the 4:00 games, probably in week 2 or 3 of the NFL season. I don't think that's going to fly.
I think you may see it on a Saturday then.
I could see it on a Saturday. College football is not the NFL. Like, it's one thing when you have a night pay-per-view during a Sunday night games. It's just one game. So, but in the middle of the day when you've got 4 or 5 NFL games on, and usually the 4:00 games has at least one, spotlight game, I don't think it'll fly.
I think you're right. Either they'll move it to a Saturday or they'll go later on a Sunday.
Yeah. Well, if you remember, Into the Fire was on a Saturday, and then Hard Times was a Friday, which I wasn't totally crazy about, but wow. Tom Latimer. Do we wonder, was that a fix? Tom Latimer just slammed the stairs into Kratos' legs. See, that's the stuff I want to see. Come on, Billy. We need some violence. More violence. Come on, Jack Steen. Jack Steen, meanwhile, taking Chris Adonis to the cleaners. This is our first of 3 title matches on the card. We still have our World Women's Championship, and then, of course, the big one, our main event.
And I like it. I like it that every team's got a legal man. That makes a wee bit more sense when it comes to these type of matches.
Yeah. What are your thoughts on that, Dr. G? Because you've said as you said often, you're not a triple threat fan. But what are your thoughts on, instead of like a rotating tag, like one of each guy is in the ring? Does that help you or no?
I don't know.
It's weird. Like that's
is
different.
weird.
Like I've never seen that before. You know what? I like this though. You know what this kind of reminds me of? Like the closeness of the apron to the kind of reminds me of old school MSG, where like Gorilla and Jesse would like or whatever, the table would be right next to the apron so guys could fall on it. Like I kind of dig that.
Yeah, I like it. I like the closeness.
Yeah, Kratos limping. Oh, but Crimson tossed over the top rope. Incidentally, speaking of Chris Adonis and a title match here, it is official. The national championship belt is vacant. Remember, 2 weeks ago on Power, Chris Adonis forfeited the national title so he could get into the Battle Royal to help out his boss, the national treasure, Nick Aldis. Of course, he screwed up and inadvertently helped Trevor Murdoch win. So the national championship belt is vacant. And you guys know how I feel about vacant belts. I hate them. So hopefully, guys, this coming Tuesday on Power, they will address that. See, now this is where Billy needs to get the wrestling thing down. You need to immediately address whatever happens tonight. Obviously, the pay-per-view tonight doesn't matter in that aspect because the national title is not involved in anything. But they need to jump in immediately this coming Tuesday and address the vacant national championship and just don't let it linger. They must address it on Tuesday. And I will make a point next Saturday morning, Doctor, to either applaud or chastise the NWA for whether they do that or not. I hate vacant belts. It's annoying.
What I wasn't a big fan of was, I think during the week, I think in our NWA chat that we have, we sort of suggested that was something that they could do, but I was disappointed that they didn't make more of a thing about it. It wasn't Strictly Business came out to Kyle Davis and said, "Oh, we've got something up our sleeve." It was just sort of happened, and Adonis came out with Latimer, and you're thinking, "Oh, right, we were left to join up the dots ourselves," which I think was, they could have just, even if it was something, a 30-second thing where Aldis says, "I'm always one step ahead of the game, we've got a trick up our sleeve," something like that, just to sort of paint the picture a bit.
Yeah, what happened was that night's episode of Power, when the guys were getting in the ring, Aldis says, "Yep, Adonis relinquished the belt to help Strictly Business," and then nobody talked about it, and we moved on. So, it was kind of an afterthought.
Yeah, I didn't like the execution on that at all.
I did not at all, Doctor. You made it you made a good, an excellent analysis of that on that week's episode of the Saturday Special. So that needs to be fixed. So hopefully this coming Tuesday on Power, we get some kind of an answer to that. So
Aaron Stevens isn't in the great shape that he used to be when he was in WWE.
I agree. Nice neck breaker. This has been a fun match, but I'm starting to kind of go to your way of thinking, Doctor. Triple threat singles matches don't bother me as much. Triple threat tags could get a little problematic.
Well, but the 4-way tag I thought was much better than this one, the first match. The Fatal 4-way. I guess, is that what they called it? I guess, or they called it the 4-way?
Yeah, they pretty much did. Yeah.
I thought that match had more, I guess, fast-paced action. I actually thought it was one of the best matches we've seen so far. Was that first match?
Yeah, I agree.
We're gonna see if Kratos and Stevens come to a head though tonight. Let's see how that.
Wow. Aaron Stevens' hair is terrible. Low flow in the GPB tonight in the locker room. Oof. if this was the Place Be podcast, Aaron Stevens would definitely win worst hair. There's no doubt about that. There's no doubt we would win worst hair. Do you guys have a worst hair when you do the Crock and Roll shows? You do worst
No, we
hair.
actually don't.
No.
You should always do worst hair. Is it Buddy Landell?
Boogie Woogie Man.
Of
Oh God,
course.
he's worst. He's worst everything. Worst guy to be under a coffee table.
I even made Sean Kittle a little mad because I said that I like the character of Jimmy Valiant in WWF better. And I was like, I didn't say he was great. I just said I think his character was
I just thought he was a great heel. I agree with you. Doctor. I've always loved I loved Boogie Woogie when him and his brother were tag team champions.
I won't say I loved him, but he was better than what we see every week in Crockett. But he was over. I don't know. We still can't get it. None of us can get it.
I know. It's frustrating.
I guess Chad Campbell likes Boogie Woogie Man, but I was surprised. I didn't think that would be one of his faves. Not faves, I guess not faves, but he liked them.
Aaron Stevens is definitely taking the babyface shit kicking in this one.
Yeah.
And the best part about it is a guy from each team is beating the shit out of him. Latimer and Jack Steen.
Which, again, we'll see what's going on. You can see Kratos is agitated.
I'm watching Tom Latimer here, and I saw him. He was a semi-regular at ICW a couple of years back, and he is a lot bigger in person than this stream is letting on to be. He is huge.
I could see that.
Yeah. So you're familiar with him before NWA?
Yeah, so he was
No.
he was a regular with ICW for a good few years, but that was after he was released from NXT, and he'd been in Impact for a couple of years. He came over and started working over here again.
Now the companies over there pretty successful, or is it hit or miss?
It can be hit or miss. You'll find good stuff on most of them because they share a lot of the same. They share a lot of the same guys. The ones that you see like ICW and Progress, they're probably your standout ones. But they're on a bit of a downward curve. ICW put 4,500 people in the biggest arena in Glasgow in 2018 or 17. Might even been before that. It was Kurt Angle's last singles match. He faced Joe Coffey in the main event. It was his last singles match before he went back to the WWE.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that.
And it was good, but that was the peak, and it's been a bit downhill since then. It's been a bit of a reset for them. I've not been to a show for, well, obviously not this last year, but I hadn't been to a show for about 18 months before that.
Interesting. Oh, a little back and forth here now. So I wanted to.
Here we go. This is what you love. This is what you love to see. Velvet Sky has been a wee bit better on commentary tonight from the small snippets I've heard. She's getting a bit vocal.
She definitely
She's not
seems more
whispering as much.
engaged.
Yeah, she doesn't seem
Yeah.
to be whispering as much. Claymore kick.
Now the action's picking up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that all the matches have been given. All the matches tonight have been given a good bit of time to breathe as well.
I agree. Tonight, later tonight, on the reaction show, we'll give you the match times. I'm sure Wiki will have it updated by then.
Oh.
Wow. I am stunned.
Me too.
So Aaron Stevens and Kratos with a win. Kratos with a low blow to the nads, which Aaron Stevens did not see. Yeah, I don't know, guys. I'm a little.
I thought this was gonna come to a head.
Yeah, I'm a little skeptical about this one. I'm not sure how much longer they want this to go.
This is really old school NWA here. We're gonna drag this one out for a while, I think.
A lot of heels.
Is Aaron Stevens maybe coming round to Kratos' way of thinking?
Or did Kratos go, dude, we can't lose this match with your low flow hair. I'm going to have to take matters into my own hand.
Oh, here you go, Scott.
All right. So, we talked about it on the show, Doctor. We kept saying this could be a squash or not. But I don't know. I think we know who's going to win. We just don't know how it's going to be executed. The World Women's Championship up next is Serena Deeb defends the title against Camille. Now I'm curious if they'll go as long as Camille.
I'm gonna have to stick to my my prediction though. So we'll see.
You think it's a squash? We'll see.
I think Camille's gonna beat the shit out of her, but we'll see. You know, hey,
Yeah, we'll see. She's very glistening tonight.
I don't know. I think it being a squash would be the best thing to do. But I think they might play it off that Serena Deeb. She's only not getting squashed because of her experience. But I think you just go out. If it's going to be a long match, I think it's a good opponent to have for her. But I think she should go out and just squash her, get it over and done with in 5 minutes.
Wow, that's what she looks like. Cool.
Is this the first time that Serena Deeb has actually been on NWA television?
Yeah, an official NWA show? Yes. Because if you remember, she beat Thunder Rosa back in October on UWN Primetime Live to win the title, and we have not seen her since. She did have work done on her knee, but she has pretty much been on Dynamite and the pre-show of last week of Double or Nothing. But I don't believe we have actually seen her on a NWA show.
all right, let's see what happens here.
So, here we go. I like Serena Deeb's yin yang yin yang tight boots. Those are kind of cool. They don't really fit her color of her outfit, but they're kind of cool.
Oh,
Oof.
nice power move there.
Oh! I think I've got the old Southern Internet on here. I think I'm a couple of seconds behind you guys.
Southern UK internet, which might be worse. Who knows? I don't think it's bad as the Chad Campbell Jennifer Smith combo of Southern internet. That usually just shuts down. So you're still here. That's all that matters.
Certainly not got the Taco Bell internet that Sean not.
Mm. I'm still kind of stunned at what we just saw, that Aaron Stevens and Kratos retained the tag team titles. I am stunned at that.
Okay, so far I could be wrong here. It's not. I mean, Camille's dominating, but it's not a squash yet. So
Nope. I don't know if Serena Deeb would have. I mean, I'm sure she has no problem dropping the title, but I don't know if she would pay to. I'm sure Tony Khan would not be thrilled if Billy's top heel beats the shit out of one of his employees. And Billy's a nice guy, so I don't know.
Oh, Tony Khan's too preoccupied with Nick Khan at the minute, by the sounds of things.
That's right. The Khans, the Battle of the Khans, the Wrath of Khans. That's going to be the pay-per-view. AEW versus WWE, the Wrath of Khans. Khan! It's more, you know what, Dr.
okay,
G?
longer of a match than I expected.
It's a very
I know
methodical
it's
squash because she's really beating the tar out of her.
Oh, let's see. Oh. Let's see.
I'll be even more surprised if Serena Deeb keeps the women's title.
Yeah.
I would be.
Yeah,
I would know what to. At that point, I wouldn't even know what the hell to say.
We may have to have you just get off this Twitch feed. You may not be able to handle it.
I may be able to handle it. I may have to go onto the Tony Khan Twitch feed. Maybe he's playing Fallout 69 or something. Son of a bitch. Oh, I thought she was grabbing her boob.
Again,
Ooh,
maybe I may have thought the match was going quicker, but for the most part, Camille's still pretty dominating this. Is dominating this match. So
she's doing the Sheamus clubs. Oh yeah, she's definitely doing the Sheamus clubs. Yeah, she's definitely, like I said, Doctor. I think it's been a little more methodical than a Sid squash in '92. Calum, what do you think of Camille's improvement over the past, say even since Power rebooted?
I think it's certainly helped that she's been in the ring with Rosa and now Serena Deeb. Working with experienced professionals will bring her along a lot quicker. But there's been a definite improvement. Because there was at times when we were watching back for the attack, there was times where she wasn't dangerous or sloppy. It was a bit messy, maybe is a good word, or disjointed might be a good word. But no, she certainly seems to have everything seems to have a purpose. She seems to be a lot more joined together now. So I
Right.
think it's even in a short space of time. And I wonder if, obviously, is she engaged to Tom Latimer and hanging around him and hanging around Aldous? That's going to bring her along as well, because they can give her points as well, because they've been doing this a long time as well.
Mm.
She's certainly surrounding
Yeah,
herself with the right people to get to bring her along.
Well, she's beating the hell out of her. I'll tell you that.
Has Serena done an offensive move? Yeah.
Besides the sleeper hold, she did.
And
The slipper, yeah.
you know, and the move when she got out of the corner, that was more of a defensive move. But for the most part, Camille is really taking her to the yard.
Oh, little bear hug.
So new idea. Camille wins this, squashing Serena, and then she goes Jacksonville Wednesday night and beats Britt Baker in 10 seconds.
Serena Camille collect all the belts like Kenny.
Yeah.
I don't know if the thing is, I love all the champions in the other. I mean, I love Rhea Ripley. I love Bianca Belair. Raquel Gonzalez is growing on me. I didn't like her at first, but she's growing on me, probably because I loved Io Shirai. But I love Deonna Purrazzo, the champion in Impact. I do love Britt Baker. I'm glad she finally won it. I think she should have won it a long time ago. So the champions in almost all the wrestling in the women's champions in all the promotions are all exceptional. And
Finally, a little offense, but no, Camille back at it again.
Seems like every Serena Deeb move is a defensive move to get out of something else. She really hasn't put on an offensive.
Oh, power slam.
Power slam.
Oh.
Ooh.
But for the most part, I mean, this match has gone on maybe 6 minutes, and Serena Deeb, I think, has gotten 2 moves in. So, Dr. G, your theory is not totally off. I mean, it's not like a.
I think I thought it was going to be a little quicker, but let's see. Because.
Oof.
Oh, wow. Nice. Oh, wow. Scott,
I will say.
I'm starting to get nervous here. You telling me she's going to want to squeaking out a win here? Because Camille's dominated this whole match.
Yeah.
And she's not getting the pin.
Yeah, that would be the shock of the night, I think.
Okay. Okay, now Deeb's getting a little
flurry in here.
Oh, she just
She did that before too. I kind of like that actually. Now she's trying to cripple or disable her with her by going after the inner leg. Velvet Sky, definitely. I have to say, Calum, I agree with you. The little time that I'm listening as I have the volume up, she's definitely added more than she ever has before.
Yeah, I think, I don't know if it's a confidence thing that she's got. She's more vocal.
Mm.
All right.
Almost like she's whispering.
So this match is definitely gone longer than I expected.
I agree. So
Yeah,
Serena
Deeb's
Deeb does get her flurry.
Oh.
Yep. Hmm. I mean, we're at an hour and a half now for this pay-per-view. Back for the Attack went pretty much right at 2 hours, maybe slightly less. But we also, I think, had less matches and obviously not as much storylines since it was the first show back. So, yep, we got some. There's another shot of our crowd. So it looks like the crowd is sitting on camera side and to the right of the camera. That seems like where the crowd is.
Serena's getting her moves in now.
Yep. She's got the abdominal stretch. I think that's one AJ Lee used to use. Oh boy. So I definitely feel that Camille is being tested here because she was waiting for her finishing spear. We had to see that set up, Doctor, before we realize if she's going to lose or not.
Yeah.
Just a small bit of housekeeping there, guys, and to everyone watching. My internet just went down there for a second, so if you lost visual or sound or anything, I do apologise. That's because I just said the southern having southern internet problems, and then southern internet just happened to me. So that's what I get.
So the minute I said Chad Campbell or Jennifer Smith, look what happened. Your internet just done. Your internet
Exactly.
There you go. Now you have real southern internet when you crap out in the middle.
Right, well, I'm back now. So sorry, one and all, to anyone.
Wow, so this match has gone a lot longer than I expected, and it's a competitive match now. So the doctor was wrong.
But it's been a good match, though. It's told a good story. It's definitely told a good story. Camille dominating with her power early. Serena Deeb trying to use her experienced wiles to escape. So it may not have been as good as the Camille Rosa draw from 2 weeks ago, but I feel like the storytelling has been exceptional.
Single leg crab on. I take it this must be her. This must be the injured knee.
Yeah. Oh. That one made me a little nervous, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, waiting for the spear.
Oh,
there it is.
Nice.
1,
Great.
2,
Yeah.
3. And Camille is the new NWA World Women's Champion. And gentlemen, the belt is back home. Home. Not just in Strictly Business, but in the National Wrestling Alliance. Now, if you want to show up Wednesday night on your little show and wrestle Britt Baker, be my guest. But
Your
the belt
show.
stays
Your little
here.
show. You're so funny.
Your little show, your little amphitheater where, Jimmy Buffett plays.
Your little glorified
WWE,
independent promotion.
I'm like I'm the Itchy of NWA. How dare you?
I was talking about All Elite, not the NWA.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, so they put fans, if you notice, they didn't have like the bleachers. That they did tighten it up because they didn't use that whole, the stands where they the regular seats.
Yeah, they're definitely not at full capacity like they were back in the day. So, Camille, our new NWA World Women's Champion. But now,
Look at the
gentlemen,
excitement in your voice.
I know. But now I'm about to get excited because Strictly Business is going to seal the deal, finish things off, because we are now at our main event.
Wow, quick show, huh?
For Sweet Charlotte, Dr. G. Is that your favorite nickname for a belt, Sweet Charlotte?
I like that name, Sweet Charlotte.
Yeah. Sweet Charlotte.
Oh, there he is.
There he is. Sean's favorite wrestler.
Oh my God.
All right, question, guys. Now that we're at the main event. Once again, though, it's match. Are you a little bummed we're not getting like mid-match interviews? Clearly, Mae Valentine got the day off, so.
The matches have been pretty good. I'm not really too upset by it, but it would be nice to break it up a little bit with a mid-match interview. Keep some storylines going. See, kind of. But I guess they want to use that for the power shows, or power, as you say.
Power.
There he is.
There he is. There's the man, Calum. There's the man.
It just oozes champion.
He does. He really does. He does. What do you think, Doctor? Oozes champion.
No doubt.
Would you say, Kettleman, that next to, of course, your beloved Scottish Claymore, this is the best wrestler in the world from your beloved islands over there?
Oh, you could certainly make an argument. You've got guys like you could maybe argue William Regal or the Bulldogs, but no, in terms of what he's done, he's in the top 10 longest reigning NWA champions of all time. He has carried a promotion on his shoulders. I think he's definitely up there.
Yeah.
The Ringmaster.
The Ringmaster. He's your favorite wrestler, the Ringmaster.
I don't know. Do you think Trevor's going to win it for Harley? That's the question. Everybody
Sean
wants to
says
answer.
Trevor should not be soiling Harley's legacy.
You're trying to cause dissension. You're trying to get me and Calum fired here from Crock and Roll.
I do like that. That Nick Aldis does the Razor Ramon thing and has different colors for his tights. Tonight he's wearing red and black. Why is the referee saying that?
Oi.
Oh, Trevor's like, to hell with this.
Ready to go for it.
There it is. The 10 pounds.
There it is. Sweet Charlotte. Come on. He's waiting for. Come on. Say sack of crap. Come on.
I'm the world
Here we go.
champion.
This is it, boys. Sweet Charlotte. "960 days. Sweet Charlotte has been in the home of the National Treasure."
So I'm assuming that WWE did not care about the Trevor Murdoch name. They didn't trademark it.
No, I guess not.
No,
Those were also the
it's
same
not.
tights he wore, I think, when he was in WWE too. Ooh, a little dusty elbow there. Yeah.
Now, there's somebody in the. I've got the Fight TV chat up beside the
Mhm.
stream as well. I've not gone full screen. Somebody said 960 days to drop it to Murdoch. I don't know. That's
Is it
certainly one way of looking at it.
what is it? S Kid PTB? Is that who said that? Incidentally, speaking of Harley Race, last year during the pandemic when we had no current NWA to talk about, Dr. G and I did a great series on which I think spawned 2 shows here on in the PTB Quad of Pods family. Dr. G and I did our NWA Mount Rushmore, and we did an episode on the greatest wrestler on God's green earth, Harley Race. So check out the archive at placetobe.podbean.com and find that episode. We talked Harley Race, we talked Dusty Rhodes, we talked, of course, Ric Flair, and then we had a nice discussion of different guys. I think you were in that episode, Calum. We talked about different guys to fill the 4th slot. So go to the archive and check it out.
Yeah, I was going to say your guest for the Harley Race episode was excellent that night.
Yes, he was.
Yeah,
He was
I was
Harley's treasure.
yes, I was lucky enough to join you for the Harley episode, and then the roundup where we were trying to find a collective fourth face. So no, that was great fun, and I thoroughly enjoyed.
Here we go. This
thoroughly
is what I
enjoyed doing
want.
them.
Yes, I agree. This is what I wanted. Some fighting outside.
Yeah.
Choke him with Velvet Sky's jacket, and we'll see what kind of.
I mean,
weird
think
top
about
shit.
it. Trevor Murdoch was out of the business for a little while. I mean, he had like
Yeah.
a regular job, and here he is fighting for the NWA World's Heavyweight Championship.
Yep.
I mean, he's a good hand. I mean, you may not like his look or even his character per se, but
What is this? Trevor Murdoch going to the top rope.
oh, nice move by Aldis.
Oh, he was trying to go for that top rope bulldog, but Aldis shook the ropes and he crotched himself.
I mean, at one point in time, Trevor Murdoch was doing like Canadian destroyers and all that sort of thing. So he certainly there is a very good wrestler underneath that heft, shall we say?
The girth. I think Aldis is going to start to take a little control here. This is a kind of match, though, and I'm kind of listening to Gally and Tim and Velvet. This is the kind of match we need a little heel announcing. You can't have three announcers all rooting for Trevor Murdoch. That's not going to fly. You need a Bobby Heenan. You need a Dr. G. That's what you need.
Or if Dr. G was on the commentary, there was Velvet Sky would need to up her game. That's one way of getting to up her game.
Yep. I do love the fact that there is a flag hanging in there that's of a fake place. I just think that's great. Love kayfabe. Love kayfabe.
Where's that? Australia?
I'd like to move to Monrovia. Yeah, that's a fake country too. No. Do we see Strictly Business come out, guys? That's the interesting thing.
Yeah, that's.
Ooh, slammed him on the floor. See, that's what I want. Don't hit the lights, though. They might be rentals. No, I'm just kidding. Like, is this the kind of title defense? Like, let's try to compare from the past. Would this equate to like when Flair wrestled Road Warrior Hawk, or Nikita Koloff, or one of those kind of like holdover things? That's what this feels like. That's why, no disrespect to Trevor Murdoch, but this just doesn't feel like a match where he would lose the title. But
You disrespect the Koloff name, Chris Golo. Nikita Koloff is a big star.
of course he is. By the way, guys, speaking of Nikita Koloff, if you guys want to hear a tremendous interview with Nikita Koloff, again, go to the placetobe.podbean.com, the PTB Wrestling Network, and go to the NWA Crock and Roll Archive and check out the interview of these fine gentlemen, along with Mr. Kidd.
He was great. He really was. And
he was. I listened to it. It was outstanding.
Calum's cousin was awesome.
Calum's cousin.
Never knew you had some Russian in you.
That European. It's all over. Aldis is totally dominating this match. Totally dominating this match, giving Murdoch the business.
Give him some strictly business.
That's right. Work in the back. And now we have a little camel clutch action going on. They break your back. Like the strictly business knee pads? I do. Those are awesome.
Oh yeah, they're brilliant.
We need some strictly business merch, guys. Come on. Move your butts. You want to start making some real business. You need to make some merch.
We'll have to have Billy on and ask him, what is going on? Where is our strictly business merchandise?
Yes. Ooh, that was sloppy and looked painful. But
whoa, that did not look good.
No.
Ooh.
We just did a Bret Hart into the turnbuckles.
Somebody in the Fight TV chat mentioned your manager. Guy wondering where Zicky Dice is. Did you partake in the 40% off sale to get your Zicky Dice pink t-shirt?
They didn't. What's the one the shirt, the dealer shirt? That's the one I want.
Yeah, I didn't see that shirt on the site.
Yeah, they only have a little bit of stuff now.
Need to make more stuff. Need some strictly business track jackets. Come on.
We all would have to get one if they came out with them.
Duh. I mean, come on.
Oh. Now the champ's in trouble. He's trying to fix his tights.
Good Lord.
I would like to say I'm in Aldous' shape, but I am looking in a mirror when I'm seeing Trevor Murdoch here.
Oh my God.
Oh God.
I think about 26 packs in there.
That's a cooler.
Oh. There he actually did slip.
He got it.
I wasn't.
He hit his finisher.
Oh.
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 He kicked out of the.
Oh. Thank God.
that was a bit too close for comfort there.
No, yeah. I'm surprised This Is the NWA clowns aren't there with their stupid table. Come on, Trevor. Gary Horn wants you to win. We here at the NWA Saturday Special, we are all about business.
I mean, in my predictions, I was trying to be down the middle. I did pick Murdoch just because of everything. Here we go, guys.
Here we go.
What's going on here?
Oh.
Hit the referee.
He hit the ref?
Well, I wasn't expecting that one.
Whoa, I was.
Oh, yes.
Oh!
This is what I want. Damn it, this is what I
Uh-oh.
want.
An official. Don't you love when they say that?
This is tremendous. This is business right here. Now he looks like a sack. Now he looks like a sack of crap.
Joe Galley is having kittens on commentary just now.
Oh, look
really
at it.
is.
He's losing his mind.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes. Is Chris Adonis going to come out dressed in a referee jacket, a referee shirt? I am the dealer.
This would be the perfect time for Tommy Young to come back as Strictly Business's official referee.
I agree.
What's Nick Patrick doing with himself these days? He would be excellent as being Strictly Business's official referee. Official.
Yes, I agree. He's got that sleaze look. You know who should be going out right now as the referee? You, Dr. G. Get your ref shirt on. You'll call it down the middle. Come on.
Oh, no.
I think somebody should hit Joe Galley with a chair.
Oh.
Oh. No. No, surely not. DQ.
Yeah.
Nope.
Nope.
Nope. Ha ha ha!
Wow.
Outdealt by the dealer.
Oh, is the referee saying that Murdoch hit him with the chair?
Referee saying Murdoch hit him. The chair. You have been outdealt by the dealer. And still world's heavyweight champion. Oh, put
Galley
your little
is
clown tie away, Joe Galley.
Galley is going out of his mind on commentary.
He really is. It's actually pretty
But
good.
you know,
It's pretty good.
Nick Aldis is gonna pick on him. That's for sure. And oh, look at this. He's running away with the belt. The referee.
Maybe he's the. Maybe he's the. This guy is the official.
It could be.
Wow. What an ending.
It kind of keeps the feud still open, right?
Yeah, I would think so. I think we'll get a rematch at some point. And this could be where you get your gimmick.
Mm.
Oh, need to turn up
See
here.
who Kyle is.
No, maybe he's keeps saying, "What else do I got to do?" Maybe he's going to turn heel, because we need more heels. No, we don't actually.
Oh, dropping the F-bomb there.
Yeah, he did very quietly.
Hmm.
Thank you for watching me. Except Sean, who didn't watch you.
That you know that could be a heel turn right there, though. I don't know. Interesting.
Do you
Tim
think he
Storm
might be
shaking
about
his
to
head.
do?
Why is Velvet Sky crying? She is crying. Our all babyface table is upset. Guess you're gonna have to retire that tie, Gally. Sucks to be you.
I wonder if maybe Trevor Murdoch's going to the back to do to maybe strike up a business deal, a strictly business deal maybe. Can't beat them, join them.
Very, very
If you
interesting thing.
If you can't beat them,
Join 'em.
Absolutely.
quit. Gentlemen, there we go. Well, we're not going to get a posting because it says fight, no signal from venue,
Yeah.
so they shut the door. So, because remember, back for the attack, we had
See
the
you
posting.
later.
That
Bye.
was more for the Josephus thing. Well, guys, I was highly entertained. That was a fun show from top to bottom.
It
7
was.
great
It
matches.
was.
The in ring was fantastic. Some decisions questionable. I still am trying to figure out why Kratos and Aaron Stevens are still our tag team champions. I don't know how long that's going to go.
I think
till
that's
somebody
just going to be a summertime feud, or
Yeah.
summertime storyline, I guess. You know,
Yeah.
it'll probably come to the head at the next pay-per-view.
Yeah. Calum, Dr. G and I, of course, will be doing our reaction show later. What were your thoughts on this show?
I thought it was. I thought it was really good. Another really good effort. We all enjoyed Back for the Attack, and I think this one was just as good as that. Maybe a bit better. I really enjoyed the opening tag match. I really enjoyed Rosser and JTG. There was no bad matches on the show tonight, so I think it was another really good showing from the NWA. Which is
I agree, and maybe let's put it this way: perhaps the all babyface commentary table actually, I'll say this, actually made that ending mean more, because, like you said, Gally, I mean, they're losing their shit right now, and I think it added a sense of turmoil to things, and perhaps, and Dr. G, you and I'll talk about this later on our reaction show. I think this is really building. Your thoughts, Calum, on a feud burbling between Nick and Billy. Like, you know what, Billy? I'm the dealer. I'll fuck as much shit up as I want, and you can't stop me. What do you think, Calum?
Well, I certainly. Well, given that was it a couple of weeks ago, after the tag title match no show on the Superpower, you certainly got that because it was the immediate and statement from Billy Corgan, and it was very strongly worded and had a strong sort of not agenda to agenda to it. Had a strong message it was putting out. You could easily do that, and it's almost as if you come back to, again, it's another another Horseman thing where the Horsemen had all the belts, they had all the power, and they're fighting against sort of Jim Crockett promotions in the NWA. So yeah, I think you could find, and it would be interesting if it does go that way, if they were to do with all these as all the guys in the chat were talking about earlier on, these guys, the WWE guys whose 90 days no completes up. So you've got Samoa Joe, you've got potentially, I know they're more recent, but you've got potentially Alistair Black in the future, and all these guys are coming in, and Billy Corgan are bringing these guys in to take down Nick Aldis, and that could be your way of doing it. So it's certainly possibilities there if that's the way they want to go, definitely.
Quickly, Dr. G, for those that may not catch our pod later, your overall, I mean, we'll get into more stuff later, but what were your overall impressions of the show?
I really, really enjoyed the show. I actually think the first match is one of the top matches of the night. I really enjoyed that Fatal 4-Way, which is not usually my cup of tea, but I really enjoyed that. I agree with Calum. I liked Rosser and JTG. Obviously, the last match was very good. I mean, there really wasn't a weak match on the show. Even the Camille Serena Deeb. I mean, I predicted a squash, and it looked like it was going to be that way, and it wound up being a pretty decent match.
I agree.
So overall, I give it very high marks. I think it was better than the back for the Attack.
I do too. I think for different reasons, because Back for the Attack was kind of like an exhibition pay-per-view to get back on track, to get us back in the groove. This was actually like a pay-per-view with storylines behind the matches and such. So, Calum, take us home, man.
I will do. Well, thank you very much, gents, again. We didn't get an announcement on the next pay-per-view, but hopefully we can all, the next time the NWA are going to be offering pay-per-view, hopefully we can all get together again, because it's been a great night again. So thanks very much, guys.
It was an honor.
Thanks for having us.
Good to be on again. Love doing this. Love it.
The next time you'll hear us on Twitch, we're actually back to where it all began, strangely enough, even though it's not been quite a year. Hell in a Cell is the next WWE pay-per-view that's coming up in a couple of weeks. Hell in a Cell last October was the first time that we actually did a Twitch live watch, so that'll be a fun one to revisit. An anniversary of sorts, even though we've not made it the full year yet. So we'll be back for that, and all the details about that will be further in the future. As Scott has said, please keep an eye on your podcast feeds wherever you get your podcasts, Apple Music, Spotify, Amazon, all these places like that. The NWA Sunday Special will be dropping at some point, so keep an eye on that if you want the immediate feedback on there. But all that's left to say is thanks to everyone who's been in the chat, who's watched along. Video on demand will be available straight away on Twitch and YouTube, and we will